Hello and welcome to Thrive or Dive, the show where we review a game and let you know if we think it'll thrive or dive. I'm your host Peyton Elliott, and today we're reviewing Call of Duty World War II 1 month after its release. We'll cover pros and cons and end with our final thoughts. So without further ado, here are the pros. Pro number 1, nostalgia. Nostalgia sells, and it's no exception when it comes to World War II, delivering the long-missed boots-on-the-ground combat with a World at War feel in its multiplayer and frightening graphic, gory campaign. Pro number 2, War Mode. War Mode gives Call of Duty a much-needed new feel with larger maps and team-focused, objective-oriented gameplay. Each map played a significant factor in the actual Second World War, which deepens your immersion that much further. Whether you're building bridges, defending tanks, or destroying equipment, this mode is a hell of a lot of fun. Pro number 3, orders. For the first time that I can recall, Call of Duty has actually given me some actual incentive to obtain supply drops, and a lot of that is due to the relatively simple demanding orders from Major Howard, as well as challenges from the Quartermaster. With a virus of pay-to-win systems thrown into newer games, this one feels less pay-to-win and more grind-to-win, and I personally love this. Now it's time to address the cons. Con number 1, constant updates. The constant updates and gun nerfs have been increasingly frustrating as of late. Persistent game restarts have resulted, and iconic powerhouse weapons such as the PPSH and the BAR have been riddled down to mere pea shooters, which is very annoying. Fortunately, all these updates means the servers aren't borderline prehistoric as they were during the opening 2 weeks of launch. Con number 2, unoriginal. There is absolutely nothing new in this Call of Duty with the exception of War Mode and Zombies, and that's to be expected as the older World War II CODs have basically accomplished the be-all end-all of World War II games, so don't expect to be blown away by this one. Con number 3, personal preference. This is a bit of a personal preference and something I find increasingly annoying. Incendiary ammunition should not be a level 1 unlock for the Expeditionary class. Being against shotguns in Call of Duty in general, I find it all too easy to be swarmed by fire shell shotgun noobs at rather ridiculous ranges, I might add. With that in mind, incendiary shells should be a level 4, maybe even prestige 1 unlock, which makes that class more challenging to use. So, does Call of Duty World War II thrive or dive? Considering this was a much-needed make-or-break situation for Call of Duty, and they delivered, I believe this game will thrive and even stay relevant after several other Call of Duty releases, assuming that they don't return to the classic boots-on-the-ground scenario. This is easily one of the best Call of Duty since the Black Ops days, and I don't even think it's a close decision on this one. This game will certainly stay relevant in the distant future. Well, that's our show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, drop a like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the near future.